We are straight up at the point where this room just needs to be killed 15 times so that they stop spawning. That's how bad this room is. This one room is that bad. That I am literally just, if I can kill them 15 times so that they no longer spawn, then we can continue to play the game like a normal human being. And as per usual, that is bad game design. Add that on, you know, on top of that, the whole jank-ass controls that decide to not roll. He's gonna hit me. This game starts to a completely different country to not match what's going on in the game. Yeah, pretty much. It's like they just decided what should happen rather than what does happen. So sometimes enemies just do random shit that doesn't match any semblance of reality. I also continue to hate enemies that will do that thing where mid-attack they turn, so you roll to the side and they still hit you because they have shifted their position based on their center pixel mid-attack animation. Like the dudes with the lances. The dudes with the lances are the biggest offenders in that because of the way their attack animation works in general. So the way their attack works is that it's not a single attack. It's like 3 attacks in one. So each attack does a separate check for their aiming. Huge fan of enemies attacking through walls. Yeah, that's some horse shit. I'm still baffled that there are people that say this is the best Dark Souls game. I realize that people are allowed to be bad and have shitty taste, but this game is bullshit. Excuse me, can you get the fuck out of the way? Like, I could... It's like, whatever you fucking say, video game. I don't want that one waking up. I'm literally out of words to describe this shit. You're not wrong. And like, I'm at the point where I didn't need to dodge roll that last attack. That last one I was nowhere near. But because I'm so far expecting the NPCs to rotate on their center pixel in the middle of their attack animations with no regard for consistency or any sort of coherent game design, that I'm just straight up expecting them to hit me. But yeah, the Lance guys are the worst. Roll, please. Roll, please! Like, I saw that coming and was rolling, and the game just didn't let me. We made good progress with the first two, but this is a shit show. Guy looks pretty cool. Excuse me. Alright, so when I hit the button that says roll, video game, I would like you to roll. I know this is a difficult concept for you, but when I press button, you do action. Yay! I'm glad we're seeing eye to eye now. Excuse me, could you get out of the way? Thanks, fucker. Mr. Collision Box, it fills an entire hallway, but apparently doesn't have collision on that one. God, I hate this game. Could you just... I don't know why it wants to target him up there. There's no reason I want to target that guy up there. That guy's not doing anything. He's not a part of this. He can fuck off. Why are you targeting him? Like, is he just there to be obnoxious with the auto-target? Oh, whoa. Imagine if someone was close to leveling up with their number of souls and was getting tilted about that. Because I swear to God, this game is the worst. If I gave a fuck about my souls, I would be so incredibly pissed off. Just at the stupid design concept. I feel like a lot of these rooms are designed with you intentionally supposed to, like, go for mass extinction. You are just supposed to kill them so many times that they stop spawning. Because otherwise, like, look at this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4... So there are 6 enemies in this room, plus a 7th around the corner that aggroes as soon as you enter the room. He's not in the room, but he hears you walking. So... I just wanted her dead. I didn't even fucking care. I hit a wall. It would not hit her. There are 7 enemies in that room. 4 of which... 4 of which... that have ranged attacks. 2 of which are homing. This fucking game. I'm literally just killing this one bitch so that she stops spawning. Because that's one less that I have to deal with in the future. That's how bad this is. I hate this game. Use to restore HP. Oh good, 1 down. That's 1 I don't have to kill ever again. Yay! 2 down. Okay, video game. That's just... I love how they're all positioned. It's the same as that one area with the weird swamp thingy. So I don't get why they need to add arbitrary difficulty though. Like, it's not a fucking arcade game where you need to make it hard so that I give you more quarters. You've already got my money. You already have my money. I'm okay with tough but fair. I play this game because it's hard. I don't play Dark Souls 2 because it's shitty. I just want to be done. I just want to be done. But anyway, this game has this section specifically has the same sort of problem that the swamp area did in the base game. I'm gonna die. Where enemies are positioned exactly far enough apart that you can get chain hit. Big time is a fucking understatement. Black Gulch. Yeah, something like... I don't fucking... No, not the Black Gulch. The Shrine of Amana. Shrine of Amara. Whatever the fuck it's called. I don't give a shit about the name. Fuck off. Let me be fucking pissed. I don't care about the proper fucking nomenclature. The point is, it's the same goddamn area that had the fucking casters that had their cast times and distance exactly far apart so that every single hit would hit you. If one hit you, all of them hit you because you were stunned and you had no iframes, so you took damage for 4 fucking hits all at the same goddamn time. I don't give a fuck what it's called. I'm pissed off. This is a shitty fucking game, and whoever made it should be goddamn ashamed of themselves. Seriously. God, I hate this fucking game. Here, you know what? Most of the money goes intended to later find the mapping switch out rings if you use them. I just feel like whoever made this game specifically made it as a fuck you to video games. Every mechanic in it is just anti-player. Every single mechanic. Oh hey, you've died? Fuck you, you lose some health, which makes the next attempt a little bit harder. Not a lot harder, but a little bit. And when you most likely die from that, guess what? It's going to get a little bit harder next time. What's that? You need to level up? Let's just make it so enemies stop spawning unless you make the game arbitrarily more difficult for no reason other than to force enemies to spawn again. Every single mechanic in this game is designed to be anti-player. And again, it has nothing to do with tough but fair. I like hard video games. I play these games for fun. I like this. What I don't like is shitty design. I don't like antagonistic design. Especially with them doing stupid shit like changing the way riposte and backstabs work. Like, look at that. I can take 2 hits before I die. Because I've died clearing this. I don't know what the hell they did, aside from decide that they hated fun. And again, it goes down to things like how enemies can change direction mid-attack. So you have, like, summons that are the lance-wielding characters who can just decide, oh hey, in the middle of my attack that you've dodged, I'm going to attack 2 more times, and I'm going to turn during those attacks so that they hit you even though you dodged. So you roll out of the way, but the enemy character can turn in the middle of their attack so that they hit you, and they will actually move like 70 degrees. There's a Reddit thread at that exact title. I fucking believe it. This is a shitty game. I don't even know where this Holy Knight comes from, because every single time I've come up here, I haven't seen them. Excuse me. because I get to these two guys and just die. It's a bad game. The first director is fucking things up. How is the first director fucking things up? Because every part of this game is a failure. Like, it's kind of like the arguments about Spelunky 2 right now, where Spelunky 2 is generally a very, very difficult game. Or, you know, Spelunky in general is a... Can I run, please? I'm trying to run, and it's just not doing it. Anyway, Spelunky in general is a very difficult game. But people like it because it's engaging, it's challenging, and you have fun while you're doing it. And when you make small... Like, I've been watching Bear Taffy play, and when he makes a small... like a new discovery, and figures out something that furthers him along in getting to the true ending of the game, that burst of excitement that he feels, it radiates through the screen. And it's fun. It's awesome to watch. It's interesting to experience with, and it's fun. And that's part of the problem. Like, I didn't kill anything in that attempt, by the way. I got 0 souls back. But, so, like, even though you're dying repeatedly, if you're having fun, who cares? You're having fun. I have a sliver of health left. That's gonna hit me. Like, how's that fair? The fact that these guys, like... So, the dudes with the icicles on your back, they can't be backstabbed. Their attack animation is as fast as yours, at least with the weapon I'm using. It's as fast as mine, which means that if I hit them at the same time they hit me, we hit each other. How am I not getting any souls? Do these bitches not give souls? Are these bitches worth 0 souls? Wow, those bitches are worth 0 souls. Why do they exist then? So you can't backstab them, and it takes 2 hits to stagger them. But they have enough damage that they can kill you in 2 hits. So if you're trading blows with them, because they attack at the same speed, you'll stagger them, but they'll get staggered, you'll die. Because of the way attack speeds are. Alright, one less we have to fucking deal with forever now. You, come here. I wanted to see if I could kill him before, whatever, it's fine. A long interview. Wonderful. Hey, could you link it, Royal or Sabzi? Will you give Crazy Kit permission for a minute so that they can post a link, please? I would like to read that later. And find out just what went wrong with this shit pile of a game. You. Wow. Cool. Thank you. I will read that after my stream. Sabs or someone, will you copy and paste that into Discord for me since I'm kind of in the middle of the thing? I would greatly appreciate. I'm just going to keep killing these even though they're not quote-unquote awake. Because it's just easier. I don't want to have to deal with them later. Bellkeeper section, they recycled their... Yeah, I did that. I honestly didn't have much trouble with that. I again think that this game's biggest problem, like, beyond all of the core issues with it when it comes to mechanics, is just the game is simply too long. And I've talked about that a couple of times before, but, like, when you... Wow! So, I'm locked in an animation, and they can hit me. I hate that. It should give you iframes like the first one did. Anyway, beyond core mechanics being shitty, like enemies that stop respawning, which means that they can go for cheap bullshit tactics like a room with 7 enemies because it's expected of you to eventually murder enough of them that they stop spawning, or the reduction of maximum health, or the fact that they changed how parries and ripostes work. You know, if we ignore all of that, the game is simply too long. The game is simply far too long. With 44 different bosses total, the game is simply just, it's too long. It is far too much. There is too much of this game. If this game had 20 bosses, it would be, you know, you could deal with it. But because of how long it is, you're just forced to suffer for way longer. If we ignore all the game's faults, we can talk about one of the game's faults. Yeah. I just want to be done with it. That's all it comes down to. I just want to be done. I'm so close that I can taste it, and I want to be done. First director is very wide early and should have focused on something smaller and more refined. That sounds probably about right. Probably would have been a smart idea. It's just the game is way too long. And any game this long is a bit much. If this game were split into 2, it might be fucking... Okay, so we're getting to the point where that room is just going to stop spawning. That's what we need to take from this. I was rolling. Did you both link this to me? You did both link it to me. Thanks, guys. Question is, how much does it Uncon hashes from make it bigger? I mean, if this game had 25 bosses, it would still be probably okay. And I'm skipping some. Like, I'm not even gonna do the whole fucking game. I've already given up on part of it. We are both attentive. Yep. Illusory wall, my ass. Is there an actual illusory wall around here, guys? Like, feel free to fucking spoil that. Active. I did. All it does is do the fucking thing. Like, what, am I supposed to just spam A as I walk by? Because all that did was read the thing. That's why I asked, is because I was expecting it to be bullshit, because, like, there's one over here, too. Illusory wall ahead, and there's no wall. A jape? What is this, 2013 and Homestuck? Nobody says a jape anymore. I'm trying to kill this because it's a caster, and casters are annoying. Never read Homestuck. That shit was too weird for you. How do you know it was too weird for you if you never read it, huh? No, that japery was used pretty extensively, and given it's an old-timey phrase that isn't used very often, it was just kind of funny. Any hoodle. Who reads Homestuck? I don't know. Because the fandom would be worse like what? It is a webcomic. I think she was making a joke. Anyway. Fandom with what now? Anyway. What the fuck? You're thinking of Homestar? Man, let's go watch some B-mails. Hey, I made it! Yay! What's up here? Interesting, interesting. Get down and stay down! Fuck it. Worst battle arena ever. Alright. Yay, we got a human effigy out of that. Good. Okay. Fuck you do what? I'm so confused! Okay, silver talisman. We got something out of it. Alright, you know what? I think this is a point where we're actually going to use one of these. And we're going to heal. Royal, don't you fucking tell me when to do an episode cut. I will decide. It's only 27 minutes. I am keeping an eye on it, I promise. Oh wow, that actually counted as a roll? Okay. Interview has some nice concept art in it. Cool. Hey buddy. Okay, 270-degree attacks are kind of bullshit. Alright, I'm going to assume that this isn't a mimic, given I've just been swinging a sword through it multiple times. So, curved nil greatsword. No, great sword. Weird about that sword, you don't remember. Okay. Alright. Well, how about this? Liar ahead. Okay, so before we go into this hellscape of a hallway, this is where we'll do an episode cut.